All right. So, good morning. I wish I could be there with you this morning, but I'm not, and I will try my best to be there digitally. So, as you're reading this, I'm more than likely this Thursday, September 7th, and I'm more than likely headed to the airport. Let me read my morning message to you, and then I'll add in any more details that I did not write. So, good morning. I'm not here. And quite honestly, I really want to be there. And I'm headed to the airport to fly to Chicago. And then I'm going to drive to Madison, Wisconsin. And I'm all nerves. I'm going to worry about so many things as I travel. Most of what I will worry about, will result in me overthinking and wasted energy. I don't know about you, but I tend to perseverate on the things I have no control over. The word perseverate means that you are fixated and you're stuck on that thought and you think it and you think it and you think it and you think it. That's called perseverate. And that's what I do when I get worried. Now, what happens to that? When I perseverate on things, here's some things that I think about. What if the weather is stormy for the Ironman? What if I forgot my bike pedals? What I mean by that is they had to take my bike pedals off before my bike was transported to Madison. And so they handed me a Ziploc bag with my pedals at the store. And the very first thought I had when they handed me the pedals was, uh-oh, I hope I don't forget them. Kind of hard to ride a bike without pedals. What if I get a flat? I think I shared with you already that I don't have any confidence with changing flats, especially if it's my rear wheel. Um, I have no control over that. What if I'm too slow on those hills? Well, that is a real concern for me. I am sometimes fast, sometimes slow. What if I am slow? I have no control over it. Oh, and the list of my worries is endless and exhausting. So why am I telling you this? Because I'm sure you have things you worry about that are out of your control too. Now, the strategies I've used in the past to combat my infinite list of mind worries is to simply close my eyes, take a deep, deep cleansing breath, and slowly exhale. And while I remind myself to just stop thinking, that's it. It's easy. It's done. It's out of your control. Now, that works sometimes. Take a deep breath, I exhale slowly, and I tell myself enough. Now, if it doesn't work, I share my thinking with someone I truly trust, like Ms. Thompson. And Ms. Thompson will help me put everything in perspective. She kind of boxes it together for me. And then I do the same for her, hopefully. So for this morning, I want you to think about that as you are going into this week and next week. And you think about you're worrying about things. What do you have control over? What do you not have control over? And your coping strategy of breathing deeply and then exhaling and just tell yourself, stop thinking. That you have control over. You have control over your thinking. So number one, I want you to sit in a circle like we did last week, where it's a nice, clean circle. You're sitting on the benches and you're nice circle. And as you're sitting in the circle, I want you to look at each other in the eye, starting with, let's say, Will. We'll start with Will this morning. Will, I want you to start, if you're there, and you're going to look at the person to your right in the eye. They will look at you in the eye, and you're going to greet each other with your fist pump or whatever you do, right? High five, and you're going to repeat each other's names nice and loud so your sub can hear you. When you finish your morning greeting, you're going to tell the person next to you what you worry about and maybe some of the strategies that you have to avoid perseveration. Remember, now perseveration is now a noun, and that word means to completely overthink. All right. Well, it's Thursday, September 7th. So go on and do number 1 and 2, and I will be talking to you later on today. I hope you have a good day, taking a deep breath and saying, stop thinking. I have no control over it.